What's up, everybody? This is Matt with Oh Brother Comics. Just wanted to make a quick video real quick for something near and dear to my heart. I saw that Norse Mythology by Dark Horse Volume 2 is coming out June 16th, and I am super pumped, and I just wanted to talk about that. As a lover of novels and comics and history and mythology and like kind of a lot of things. I absolutely love this book and this story. So volume 1 came out in 2020, ended in 2021. The author of that is Neil Gaimen, who is a phenomenal author and storyteller. Like the dude is a master of his craft. And like and so much so like he just like reading his stuff and his art as a writer like is inspiring, and whatever you create or whatever, as maybe you draw, maybe you paint, maybe you write, maybe you whatever you do, woodworking, metalwork, like whatever your art is, like just reading Neil Gaiman and appreciating his art that he creates and what he does is just inspiring to like create. Like inspires you to create, inspires me to create. He's just so good at what he does. He's given us Sandman, he's given us American Gods, he's given us Bad Omen, and then in 2017 he wrote the novel Norse Mythology, which Dark Horse took and made a comic out of 3 years later. And I loved it. It was a 6-part series. It just gave us a real quick introduction to Norse mythology, which is, with the Vikings, the Norse, the Danish, all those dudes, their pantheon of gods that they, worshipped back in the day. And it's really cool because in the novel, Neil Gaiman kind of retells the original stories in his style. He kind of mixes the styles together of that old traditional like storytelling that the Vikings would have done, mixed with his storytelling style that Neil Gaiman does, and it just fits perfectly. Like Neil Gaiman is just a master of his craft, and he does it absolutely well. And judging by a lot of his books, he gets a lot into religious things and mythology, and he explores a lot of that. And he's just really good at it. You can tell he's very well versed and well educated, on top of his ability of just telling a story. So it's super, like, completely captivating. But yeah, the first 6 issues, it just introduces us to Thor, Odin, Loki, and then all the supporting cast of Siv and Freya and Tyr and I don't know I don't remember if Balder's in it, but we kind of get just the story of Odin losing his eye and gaining his wisdom. We get the story of how Thor gets his hammer, which is really funny. Like it starts with Loki cutting off all of Siv's hair, which is Thor's wife, and hilarity ensues. We get the story, like just all the general stories of how the gods need a wall built to keep out the frost giants, but Loki does Loki things. Like you're gonna hear me talk about Loki a lot because he, like in the Norse mythology, he's just always got his hand in everything. From there it gives us Hel and Fenrir, which are the children of Loki, which ultimately kind of bring about the end story of Ragnarok. And then we just get all the little stories in between. But it's only 6 issues, so it's the tip of the iceberg. And so I didn't know there was a volume 2 coming out. I was hoping for it. Like I really was excited for a volume 2, but like I never saw anything about it. Kind of got out of sight, out of mind. And now, lo and behold, surprise! I had no idea it was coming. I just saw this week it was one of the comics coming out, and I am stoked. It's gonna, I don't know what to expect. The front, they gave us a cover of issue 1, But the dude popping out, I don't know who that is. Like maybe Balder. Like I can't remember if he was in volume one. I don't think he was. That's a fun story. So maybe that's him. I don't really know. I have no idea, but I'm excited. I think we're gonna get closer to Ragnarok. I don't know. That would be really cool if they tell the story of Ragnarok um, in volume two. I don't know how long they want to keep it going though. But it's really fun, man, and it opens up to just the whole pantheon of gods and mythology that the Norse have. Like I think it as a Marvel fan and DC fan, they get into a lot of this stuff too. Like they get a lot into the Greek gods, the Roman gods, the Norse gods, and even like the more like I don't know, you got like Angel, they touch you got Mephisto based on the devil. Like there's a lot of mythology thrown into comics. And I think being if you look more into the original mythology of like Thor and Loki, it just makes the MCU, specifically the MCU, like that much more enjoyable. Like you see in the movies, everyone like it's fun seeing all the Easter eggs and how they connect to other movies and how they connect to other comics. And then if you get into the mythology, like the original mythology of it all, it's just that many more Easter eggs. Like even in volume one, when Thor gets his hammer stolen, Loki and Odin and all those dudes agree that Thor needs to dress up as a woman and like go to this dude to go get his hammer back. And we get like that little Easter egg in the MCU where like Thor dresses up as a woman. So it's kind of like, oh, okay, I see. I remember this story. Like it's just that much more enjoyable to spot those Easter eggs. You know what I mean? So, yeah, but give it a look. Give it a read over. See if you like it. I very much enjoyed it. I'm very excited for volume two. Uh, again, it's Neil Gaiman, so it's his story. He's in the driver's seat of it, so it's just good. It's fun. It's fast paced. And the art style is cool. It's very, I would say, simple. It's not gonna blow you away, but it's not off-putting. Um, I like it. It's cool. It's a cool style. It's a little different. Um, but yeah, I would say check it out at least. Give it a chance. I think you'll like it. Go back and read Neil Gaiman's novel from 2017, Norse Mythology. It's really really good. If you like that at all, just dive into that Neil Gaiman pool, man. Like pick up American Gods, it's a phenomenal story. Pick up Bad Omens, a phenomenal story. Um, just pick a book at random by Neil Gaiman. You're probably gonna like it. And yeah, but yeah, if you let me know what you think about it, um, check it out. Comments below, any other type of commentary you have on this. If you like hearing about this type of stuff in mythology and the connections to the comics or whatever it is, like I can definitely get into more detail. I'm not trying to make a super long video here, but yeah, if you like Neil Gaiman and all that stuff, I'd be happy to talk about American Gods and all that type of stuff as well. So yeah, let me know. So yeah, Neil Gaiman, Norse Mythology, Comics, Volume 1 and 2, Dark Horse, like check them out. Peace.